Yo, what's up? This is Prole, and you are watching the Prole Space YouTube channel. Thank you for clicking this video. Please like and subscribe if you're into that sort of thing. Feel free to not. Feel free to just watch this video. This is the very first video that I am making like this. I'm just going to be looking at some websites to get a feel for the new sets, brick sets that have just been announced or released. I want to see what I am interested in and get a feel for the direction that this hobby is going to be going in for 2026. So yeah, let's start taking a look. So Lego announced some new stuff today that I wanted to look at with all of you. So, this car is newly announced. I'm not really into those larger cars. I built my very first Speed Champions car yesterday, so you can look out for the build video for that. I plan to review it as well. Look out for my first review coming out this week. I'll be reviewing my the Iron Bricks Holy Knights Fortress that I built last week. I'm gonna review that for the channel. Anyway, so this one they didn't announce today, but they did announce it recently. It's coming out on the 1st. This is one of the January 1st releases. I really like this set. I really like the horses, the brick built horses. Now this has movement. These horses are going to be galloping up and down like they're coming out of this river or something like that. It's really cool. I guess this is the year of the horse in China this coming year. So yeah, this looks good. I won't spend too much time on it though. Let's move on. So the first one that they actually announced today, where are they? Here's one. Okay, let's start with the Japanese cherry blossom landscape. Now this thing looks really nice. This is by far, I think, my favorite sort of art set that they have released. We got, let's take a closer look at this thing here. So it's very like 2.5D or like 3D art piece. You got Mount Fuji in the background and all of this sort of foliage going on in these sort of mountain landscape. You have a sort of T pagoda kind of building here and the bridge, and then you have the water and the waterfall flowing out of the frame, which is really good idea. I think they pulled it off pretty nice. I think it could have been a little better, but it does. I think it's a cool effect for sure. A lot of cool pieces obviously in this set. You got gold piece. I'm really liking the black frame with gold pieces accenting it. That's nice, classy look. A ton of cool pieces here for the flowers and the trees. I really like it. Mount Fuji looks really good. The sky, the pink sky looks awesome. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of all the art stuff. I think it's definitely a worthwhile thing that Lego should be pursuing, but not something I'm gonna be buying. But out of all the art sets, this is one I would want to get. Awkward photo. The geese look really nice. All the details just really come together on this one for me. It looks good. Let's see, you can hang it or set it down. All right, what is the price on this thing? Let's take a look. 140. How many pieces? 18, almost 1900 pieces. I mean, I think the price relative to all the prices Lego has had recently, and considering the economy and everything, I think this price is basically what I would expect, to actually edging more toward a good price. But I think you can obviously get wall art much cheaper. For a Lego wall art piece with the details included in this and all the cool pieces and the sort of overall feel of the whole thing, the overall impact you would feel from this piece on your wall, I would think I would be closer to more of a $90, $80 piece, I think. Of course, this is Lego, so double that. There you go. I don't think I would buy this and build it on the channel, but I think it's a really awesome art piece, the best art piece, and they should continue going down that path, I think. All right, let's find the next thing to look at here. So yeah, I think I definitely like this Japanese landscape. Too much for me though. It's too much. Too much money. Next thing they announced today is this Autumn Cottage Garden. Autumn Cottage Garden. It's an awkward name. Autumn Cottage Garden. So the highlight of this set, obviously, are the tree pieces. This is gonna be a piece set for many, many people. People will be buying this just for the pieces. I think the overall feel is off. I don't like it. I don't think it all comes together cohesively. It feels like there wouldn't just be all these random trees just in this scene, you know? This is sort of like, I mean, it's hard to avoid, like you don't want repetition in your trees, but it also just feels awkward. Now this is one of these sets that you can move the trees, like the trees are modular. The roof, I believe, is modular as well. So you can look into the building. This from above looks weird. That doesn't look like a plant. That doesn't look like a tree. I really like the roof pieces. Again, a great set for pieces. You get a ton of these brown roof pieces. That'd be nice to have. A really cool smoke cloud piece that I like. Now, me personally, I don't have a city. I don't have a Lego city or any sort of big diorama or layout to add to, so I'm not going to be buying anything just for pieces just yet. Hopefully one day I can have some sort of diorama to work on, but right now I don't. This thing looks pretty big. It looks sizable. Mute. I don't think I have the audio recording anyway, but yeah, looks nice. The cottage is small, very small. Now, obviously this is a diorama. It's not meant to be minifigure scale or to be used for play. It's just to look at. So, you get 1,100 pieces, but the piece quality in terms of uniqueness and color is really high. A ton of different plant pieces. I like these maple sort of leaves. I don't know if it's not a maple leaf, but it has that vibe. I like this gnome. I want, out of all of this whole set, I probably want that gnome the most. It's a David the Gnome minifig almost. A snail. Pumpkin, apple, birdhouse, squirrel. There's a lot to like. 120 is too much for this. It's a little display piece, but in terms of Lego pieces and everything, I think the price is closer to being justified in those terms. But if I was just a normal person and saw this on the shelf for 120, there's no way. There's no way. But it just doesn't have it doesn't have an impact as a display piece for me. It's a nice piece. It's pleasant to look at. But there's no impact for me. It's just not cohesive enough as a scene. I think these long yellow pieces are kind of throwing me off. They just don't speak to me. They don't connect to anything in my mind. They don't remind anything. They don't remind me of anything, you know? I definitely get what they're going for. I like the color. I like the look of it, but as a tree, it doesn't work for me. Yeah. Birdhouse is nice. And there's a little nut with the squirrel. That's cute. Yeah, I don't know. That tree doesn't work. Love this. Love this. Gradient colors. Love it. Birdhouse, cool. 120, too much. I will never buy this. Next set. I think there was one more. Well, there's that car too, but okay, this is the other set here. Alright. We'll finish looking at this here real quick because I want to look at Lumibricks as well and a Pantasy set as well. So cool. This is definitely the best value of the sets shown today. But this is also something I will not be buying. I don't get all the there seems to be too many Paris things. I guess, you know, Paris sells, I guess. People like the idea of it. People like the architecture, is super recognizable. I definitely like that it's the night scene with the stars. I think there should be more stars though. You got, you know, Notre Dame, Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, Arch de Triomphe. It's definitely cool. It looks cool. I think it's smaller than you think though. I think it's, yeah, that's small. Yeah, it's smaller than I realized. Definitely small. That explains the price. I would have guessed it was 3 to 4 more inches bigger diagonally, but there you go. If you want $80 set, it's gonna be small, I guess. So, all right, moving on. Lumibricks. Now this thing. Now I haven't actually built any Lumibricks yet, though I will be soon. Within the next few months, I will. And honestly, if I were to build a city or a display, it would be with Lumibricks for sure. Now, today they announced. How do I find this new set? New arrivals, thank you. Okay. There's other stuff I could talk. Lumibricks is announcing like new stuff every week, but I'm just gonna limit myself to this one set today. This video is already running way longer than it should be, but so the Alien Frontier Bounty Hub. This is a new theme for Lumibricks. It's a new theme. They are entering the space theme market now. This thing is beautiful. Look at this thing. Definitely, out of all the sets I'm looking at today, this is by far my favorite. Now, of course, Lumibricks, if you don't know, includes lights in every single set they put out, and I believe this has like 15 lights. They tell you exactly how many lights is in this. 15 lights. Okay, so this is sort of a space hub station, a sort of hub or station or something on an alien planet. I'm not sure what's going on in the interior, but you got. All right, let's see. You got 32 printed parts. Again, Lumibricks, no stickers. It's all printed parts. All right, some nice designs there. Okay, innovative quick detached snap system. So yeah, you don't have to deal with the wires when you're disconnecting sections. They have a quick connect wire connector. So once it's all together, you can still take off the modular parts and not worry about resetting the wires and such. These are the figures you get. I'll talk more about this when I finally get a Lumibricks set and review it and talk about it more, but I am of the opinion that their minifigs are really awesome. I love them. They also come up with stories for all of their minifigs, so they're not just random people. They're developing more context for every single set, and that's really cool. Especially cool for kids. You know, you have like a pre-built whole story. You can imagine off. You have a whole play session off of the story that they invented already, or you can invent your whole new story. You can do whatever you want. Of course, it's bricks. But I like that they give you a pre-made story that you can work off of. And of course, as they make more and more space sets, that story will continue and expand. All right. Yeah, this thing looks great. 140 for how many pieces? How many pieces? I know you tell me somewhere. Here it is. 2,309 pieces. So yeah, you're much bigger bang for your buck when you're buying Lumibricks over Lego. Okay. I'll talk more about this on this channel as I make more and more videos, but yeah, I don't want to get too far into it right now. Last one I'm looking at real quick from Pantasy. It's an architecture firm modular building. Now look at this thing. Wow. Pantasy's getting into the light sets as well. I think this is their first fully integrated light kit into a modular building like this. This thing looks awesome to me. I'm not really into this sort of architectural style. However, in brick form, I think it's really awesome. This is something I would definitely be interested in getting one day. It's big. Interior detail. Here you see their bricks that help route wires and deal with the wire management. So you see that they're not just throwing or light kits onto things. They're fully developing a light system that's gonna work going into the future. It's awesome. The Pantasy figures I like a lot as well. Those are great. Looks like you get 5 with this set. Fully modular. Fits with their other sets. Yeah, this thing looks great. Just exciting. The brick hobby is really making me excited going into 2026. I'm excited to try Lumibricks this coming year, keep trying other brands as well. I have a Weki set here that I'm gonna be building maybe next week, and that has lights as well. So yeah, a lot of good stuff coming out. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing more of these videos. I want to try to make more daily content, more personable, and stuff that people can, start getting to know me a little more on YouTube. So yeah, please like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, check out my other videos. This is not only bricks on this channel. I'm approaching this YouTube channel as like my personal TV channel. So there's going to be all sorts of different shows, in other words. So yeah, check them all out. Please subscribe, please follow, please like, and yeah, have a great day. I'll see you soon.